Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Melissa Carney. I'm the Community Outreach and Graduate Support Manager here at Guiding Eyes for the Blind. It's my pleasure to welcome you to today's graduation ceremony on August 1st. With me, I have my very handsome man, guide dog of 9 years. We've been a team. We'll be turning 11 next week. And it's a pleasure for both of us to be here with you and celebrating kind of towards the end of the bittersweet end of our journey, celebrating the beginning of many students' journeys starting today. This is a huge event for our students that you see in front of you today, as well as our home training students. It's the culmination of everything that they have learned over the past couple weeks, all the transitions, whether learning how to work with a guide dog for the first time after primarily using a white cane for most of their lives, whether it's transitioning from the bond of one amazing guide dog to learning the quirks and the next beautiful bond with their successor guide dog. It's a time where, as students, we learn a lot about ourselves as handlers. What can we improve upon? What are our strengths? How can we continue to move forward and build a legacy for ourselves? Every dog teaches us something different as handlers. It's a beautiful partnership. It's a beautiful experience overall that we have the opportunity with these animals to learn so much and to grow so much. So I want to congratulate all of our students in the start of their journeys, really the start of their journeys, as there's so much more to come. There's so many adventures they will endure as teams in the coming years. And to be here is a huge step in that journey, to have navigated the first 2 weeks of challenges and successes to best prepare them for their journey home. I want to commend all of our students for their efforts in taking this next step and wish them all the best. I also want to give a huge shout out to our puppy raisers, our donors, our staff members, every volunteer or staff member who has played a part in this journey. We say it takes a village, but really it takes a giant puzzle. We're all puzzle pieces that come together to make all of this possible. So thank you to anyone who has played a part, from paws to hands, to make this possible. We appreciate you sharing in our students' accomplishments today and always supporting us as graduates. Thank you.
I was sitting here realizing I didn't pay attention to when or who I hand off to. My name is Jolene Hollister. I'm the manager of running guides here at Guiding Eyes for the Blind. And today I'm spinning my hat a little bit to talk about puppy raisers and the journey of taking a little bundle of fur at 8 weeks old and starting them on their journey to become these grown-up, mature, settled working dogs you see here in front of you today. It's always, I'm sure, interesting if puppy raisers would pick a word that always captures everything. You never know kind of what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, if it's ever going to come together. It's early mornings, late nights, middle of the nights when they're not yet potty trained, the first trip to the mall, the first trip to the grocery store, and everything in between. And is this dog really going to guide somebody and keep them safe one day? And then you see them here today and you're like, that's why we do what we do. I've done it myself quite a few times, and several people in the room here have done it. Even if your pup's not one of them sitting here in front of us today, you know the trials and tribulations, but the heartbreak that makes it all worth it in the end. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to list off those that were able to join us here. Stephanie will meet you with your graduation certificates, and we'll also mention those that were not able to be with us here today. Here with us today is the Banerjee family who raised Dusty. Also with us today is Danielle Kirk, who raised Vigo. And not able to join us today, Fawn's raiser is Karen Skinder. Ian and Dale Gallen raised Yorkie. And the Houghton family raised Rogue. And next up
Wow.
is Louise.
Joe.
You're welcome.
I was gonna be paying attention. Hi, I'm Louise. I am one of the specialized training guide dog mobility instructors at Guiding Eyes. I've had the pleasure to work with this group, particularly Ben, these last 2 weeks, and so we're gonna introduce our class here. So Ben joins from Savannah, Georgia, and is matched with Vigo, an affectionate and steady male black lab. This is Ben's first guide dog and was serviced through our specialized training program. From day one, it was clear that these two were made for each other. They have the same relaxed demeanor, seemingly unbothered by most. Don't worry, I brought the energy for the both of them. They've put in an incredible amount of work to build a strong and trusting partnership, with Ben often asking to do more work during the day. Ben has a lot of exciting changes ahead, including a big move, and now he has his loyal buddy Vigo at his side to help guide him through it all. Whether it's new streets, new commutes, or new adventures, they'll be tackling it together. Vigo was trained by Mary Beth Totero and the specialized training team, Andrea, Susan, and myself.
Hi, I'm Kat. I'm one of the placement specialists here at Guiding Eyes, and I had the pleasure to work with Mary Ann and Sean, who I'll be introducing now. Hi, Fawn. Mary Ann lives in Gardner, a local Hudson Valley town. She is currently working with her second guide dog from Guiding Eyes, a black lab female named Dusty. Mary Ann admits the transition from her first to second dog wasn't the easiest, but each day has grown a little brighter as the bond between them strengthens. Mary Ann is the oldest of 6 siblings, the only girl in the family. She works at a preschool and is preparing to begin occupational therapy school in the spring. Mary Ann has a quiet courage and compassionate spirit. Whether she's navigating new challenges with Dusty or supporting the children in her care, she approaches life with resilience and a deep sense of empathy. Dusty was trained by Alyssa David, and Mary Ann and Dusty are also part of the Running Guides program, and that training was completed by Jolene Hollister and Sky Fauché. And next up is Sean, who has come to Guiding Eyes for his 4th guide dog, a black and tan German Shepherd named Rogue. Today marks a meaningful milestone as Sean is graduating with his very first female guide dog. Sean works at the Colorado Center for the Blind, where he dedicates his time to supporting seniors on their own journeys towards greater independence. His passion for helping others shines through in all that he does. Outside of work, Sean is a devoted husband and a proud father to his 9-year-old son, Mason. Sean is looking forward to returning to Colorado and working with his new guide in familiar surroundings. He's excited to see how Rogue handles the terrain of his own community and the adventures that await them both. Thank you, Sean, for your kindness, patience, and humor during class. And Rogue was trained by Jolene Hollister and Lori Bussey.
All right, everyone, nice to meet you all. I'm Izzy. I had the pleasure of working with Robbie this class. So Robbie has come to Guiding Eyes for his first ever guide dog, a female yellow lab named Fawn. Robbie is originally from New Jersey and recently graduated from the Stevens Institute of Technology as a finance major. Despite Fawn being Robbie's first guide dog, he's very familiar with them as his mom had guide dogs, and he is a frequent attendee of conferences where he's been able to meet and interact with many guide dog users from different schools all across the country. With Fawn by his side, Robbie is excited to return to school in the fall to get his master's in finance. Robbie is especially looking forward to the independence and confidence that Fawn will bring him, particularly when navigating the busy streets of New York City and his college campus. Fawn was trained by Caroline Walsh. We also have one home training to celebrate this graduation, Doug Russo and Yorkie. Doug is returning to Guiding Eyes for his 3rd guide dog, a black lab female named Yorkie. Doug is a former horse trainer and bull rider. After his vision loss, he ran his own vending machine business. Now that he is retired, he keeps himself active in community and social engagements within his adult retirement complex. Doug and Yorkie were trained at home by regional guide dog mobility instructor Belinda Engstrom, and Yorkie was trained by Amy DiPaolo and Erin Murphy. So with that, I'm now gonna pass the metaphorical mic over to Robbie, our first graduate speaker.
Thanks, Izzy. Welcome, and thank you everyone for coming both in person and virtually. First of all, I want to thank the puppy raisers, in particular Karen for raising Fawn. We're going to have a lot of fun. I, along with Ben, want to thank both Izzy and Louise and all the other trainers and everyone here at Guiding Eyes, from everyone upstairs to the trainers, the runners, the drivers, all come together. Fawn and I are looking forward to going back home to New Jersey, and I know Vigo and Ben are looking forward to returning home to Georgia. We're looking forward to staying in the Guiding Eyes community and keeping everyone updated with our adventures. I know Fawn and I are going to have a lot of adventures, both on the Jersey Shore and in New York City. I want to thank Izzy and Dan for taking me into New York City on the hottest day of the past 2 weeks. Dan, wherever you are a great tour guide and a great driver. And it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun as a class these past 2 weeks, and we're all looking forward to staying in touch. Thank you. Marianne?
Okay, now it's my turn. I'm not a good memorizer, so I have it written down. I wanted to start off with saying thank you to the amazing puppy raisers. Without this day, this could not be possible. Next, I wanted to thank Rob and his amazing kitchen staff for making sure we were fed every meal, no matter how picky of an eater we were. Also, yes, because Rob was the important one. Also, a shout out to our nursing staff as well. Thank you for the overnight nurses for making sure we were safe at every part time throughout the night. I wanted to also thank Jolene for running with me the past 2 weeks. Moving on to our amazing trainer. So the past 2 weeks, me and Sean had the amazing opportunity of working with Kat. This is my second guide dog and Sean's first guide dog from Guiding Eyes for the Blind, but his fourth guide dog. Sorry, I lost my place. We both love how much, Kat, you understood both of us and what we each needed individually, but also was able to work with us together. You were never afraid to tell us the truth or sugarcoat anything, but yet was quickly to make us smile or laugh. Kat, you could always tell when I was not okay, even when I said I am. And you got me to smile again. That takes an amazing person to be able to do that. Thank you so much, Kat, for all you have done this past 2 weeks and continue to do for us. We appreciate you beyond words and are grateful. And to all the staff here at Guiding Eyes for the Blind, we thank you for all that you do.
Okay, well, it is time to officially graduate. Everyone sitting in front of us, so Izzy's gonna hand you guys your certificates. So we're gonna start with Robbie and Fawn. Sean and Rogue. Marianne and Dusty. And Ben and Vigo. Congratulations. I'm going to turn it back over to Melissa.
I have to say, I'm still looking for that physical mic. I love the school system. We have physical. Thank you all again for joining us for the August 1st graduation. As I'm sure you've been able to tell, our students are just beginning this next chapter. They certainly have a lot of stories to tell. We look forward to hearing all about their next adventures as teams, as they head back home. We will definitely miss them, as we do every class that comes onto our campus. So I want to congratulate all of you again. Thanks everyone for coming. Thanks everyone for your support as always. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your it's cooled down a bit Friday. Thank you.